Good evening. We will reconvene the Parker Town Council meeting at 7 o'clock on June the 2nd, 2025. The first item in front of us is the Pledge of Allegiance. I invite some troops up. I think we have 3 or 4 troops. Cassie, the floor is yours.
Scouts, please rise. Scouts, please join me at the front. Scouts attention, audience attention. May the audience please rise. Scout salute. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2. Scouts at ease.
Thank you, Ms. Klinker, very, very much. Well done. So I expect you back here in 2 weeks. No? All right, thank you for that. Next item in front of us is, public comment. No action will be taken on these items. Public comment is an opportunity for town residents and other interested individuals to speak about items that are not on the agenda. This comment period is limited to 30 minutes of total time, with each individual allowed a maximum of 3 minutes to speak. You must sign up ahead of time in order to comment, and that sign up begins 30 minutes before the start of the meeting. The council will accommodate as many speakers as possible during this time, with preference to town residents. But if public comment extends beyond the allotted 30 minutes, town council will continue the comment period to the end of the meeting prior to adjourning for those who signed up before the meeting. As any matters raised by individuals during the public comment are not on the agenda and other potentially interested parties would not therefore be aware discussion on these matters, the town council will not engage in dialogue regarding any items raised during public comment. Awesome. With that, I have 3-ish names in front of me that have signed up for public comment. First, Ms. Casey Klinker again. Do you have a comment?
First of all, thank you for bringing us here and giving us the opportunity to say the Pledge of Allegiance. My name is Cassandra Klinker. I run as Chaplain's Aide as a first-class scout in Troop 2025. Our troop was founded in 2019 with currently about 12 active scouts, and we've had 4 scouts reach Eagle rank, being our highest honor. Every Tuesday night, we have meetings where we discuss a monthly camp or activity, and also including summer camps. Every 2 years, we do a high adventure camp.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Ms. Klinker. Next up, I have Ender Ewing.
Hi, my name is Ender. I am part of Troop 88. I am very glad to be here. Our troop is very active in this community, and we believe we could do much better. Thank you.
Thank you, Ender. Appreciate your time. Appreciate that, Scouts. Mr. Albrecht, you're signed up. Do you wish to speak, sir?
Thank you, Mayor, council members. Just wanted to, again, thank you for having us here today. My name is Sam Albrecht. I'm the Scoutmaster for Troop 2025. We actually have 4 troops here. We knew there were going to be 2. Troop 2025 is an all-female troop. 2025, all rise. Well. Thank you. Sit down. Troop 88 is a boys troop. Please stand. Thank you. Troop 127 is a sibling of one of the others. He's also working on citizenship in the community. And then the biggest attendance today looks like it's Troop 868, right? Please rise. Thank you. These young leaders are interested in citizenship in the community. We understand this is a very short meeting tonight, and that's great. We hope if you guys have a few minutes to stick around, we can talk a little bit about why citizenship in the community is important, what you gain as mayor and council members on public input and what kind of things you are looking for in public comment. We've gone over the basics of what citizenship in the community is, and that the rights and duties and responsibilities of the community members and scouts as they move into adulthood. A little bit of my background, I am also an ex-Eagle Scout, but it was a long, long time ago in a land far, far away, Alabama. But since I've moved back to Colorado, I have continued to strive toward the three things that I emphasize in all our scouts. Service, you'll see us at Parker Days. Citizenship, there's 4 merit badges now on citizenship: community, nation, world, and society is the latest one, and leadership. And those are the 3 things that we emphasize to our scouts. With that, thank you very much for your time tonight.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate your time. And, and lastly, I believe I have a Mr. Ross Ewing, possibly? Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and the council members. My name is Ross Ewing. I'm the Scoutmaster for Troop 88. I'm actually an alumni of Troop 88. So in the early 2000s, I got my Eagle Scout in the troop, and I'm now blessed and privileged to give back to the troop and volunteer to serve the community and help lead the leaders of tomorrow and help them learn. I really wanted to get up here just to show that anyone can come up. I'm very nervous. I'm not a public speaker. Formerly, in a past life, I worked for the town at the Pace Center right around when it opened. And so I was a sound tech. And so shout out to all the people that were around then. I see some familiar names. I know Carrie's, I think, still over there. And just shout out to everyone that's there. And really appreciate all the time that the departments and the town put into helping the scouts. We just completed an Eagle project at a disc golf course and doing at the dog park and putting out new gravel at the disc golf course. And we really appreciate the back and forth with the town and the support. We are about to move locations within the town, so we're trying to find a new place, but Troop 88's been in the town since 1987. So thank you very much, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you, sir. All right, with that, is there any other member of the public wishing to address council this evening? Seeing none, we'll close public comment at 7:07 p.m. and move on to reports, items, and comments from mayor and council. We'll start with Councilman Hefta, please.
Oh, thank you. So this past week, we did have Memorial Day, in which we honored those who have died in service and died in combat and died as a result of their service. And I did attend an event in a different state in which a woman talked about her service in the Vietnam War as both a pilot in combat and a nurse. In addition, I met with several local residents this week who had some concerns and trying to get those concerns processed with our town staff and directors. And lastly, I'd like to talk about the Scouts a little bit. I have a little bit of experience with the Scouts. My own nephew was an Eagle Scout in Michigan. And I myself am an Army veteran of 30 years. And so I noticed that my nephew did so well in the Boy Scouts. And those courses are hard, by the way. They are very hard. I was trying to look into doing some of those to help him complete those courses. So I want to say kudos to all those Scouts out there. You are learning so much that your peers are not by being in the Scouts. You really are. So keep working hard because your hard work pays off. And let me tell you a little bit about how that hard work pays off, especially if you want to serve your country in the future in any way, but in particular in the United States Armed Forces. My nephew did go on to gain Eagle Scout, and he is currently in the Reserve Officer Training Program, ROTC, in Eastern Michigan. He has a scholarship, almost 3 years, and he is attending training at both Fort Riley and Fort Knox this summer, and he will graduate and go on to become a second lieutenant. So what you do as a scout matters. Your selfless service to your community and your country, you're building those skills that are going to help you in your future career, whatever you decide to be. So stick with the Scouts. Go all the way and take the guidance from those Scoutmasters and leaders that you're currently are leading you. And thank you, Scoutmasters and leaders, for all you do. Greatly appreciated.
Thank you, Laura. John?
Thank you. Again, we're council members. Just for the audience, we also have some assignments that are not in the town of Parker. All of us have various assignments. Mine is regional boards, usually involved with transportation. On the 21st, I had a regional board meeting. It's called the Denver Regional Council of Governments, or Dr. COG. We had a subcommittee meeting called Performance and Engagement. There, we selected the John V. Christensen Award winner. This is an individual who promotes cooperation and collaboration for the benefit of the region. Once we identify and find that person, we keep it a secret until that night. We hopefully lure that person in, and they're there in attendance so we can give it an award. So again, it's a fantastic thing to do, to recognize someone who has helped us throughout their years to provide a better environment here in the Denver metro region. I had a board meeting, at the Dr. Cog board meeting. We talked about building policy jurisdictional support subaward program. That doesn't mean a whole lot to you, but it means some stuff to us, particularly the acting town manager, Lawson. I interacted with him on that, and that potentially means some funds coming to Parker to help improve either our processes or our buildings. We also had a discussion on the Transportation Improvement Plan, or the TIP, program year adjustment, seeing our Public Works Director, Tom Williams, in the background. That is, the 2028 might be a standalone year, and I have questions on Parker and if it specifically affects us with two of our projects on the wait list. And we also talked about Bike to Work. That's, I think, June 25th. I always try to attend that here in Parker. However, a lot of us are going to be at a conference up in the mountains, learning so we can become a better elected official. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Brandy?
Hi, guys. So Councilmember Dyack talked about how we have different roles and stuff, and one of the ones that I do is I'm the liaison for our Parker Chamber of Commerce, and so we had a ribbon cutting for a new business that opened up here in Parker. It's called Alloy Personal Strength. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. But that was fun, and they had a little dude that was giving us temporary tattoos with their logo all over it and cookies, and it was just good to support another local business coming. And then we had the first of 5 this year for the wine walk. The Chamber of Commerce was able to successfully bring back wine walks with the help of our mayor and our House District Representative, and so we got to bring those back, and it was wonderful because afterwards, just walking all along Main Street, all of the restaurants were packed, and the shops still had people in there shopping. And so it's really good to just help all of our businesses and restaurants here, and it was fun to be a part of. That's all.
Thank you, Brandy. Ann?
So we are, even though it was Memorial Day last week and we didn't have a council meeting, a lot of us were still pretty busy. I've been, for the last couple of weeks, like everyone's mentioned, we have these outside councils that we're involved in. And one of them is with the National League of Cities, and I'm a vice chair of, it's called the First Tier Suburbs, and which is kind of an interesting name, but it's for any community that has developed outside of a major city. It's when the major cities make decisions that affect us as a smaller community. So we're there to be advocates for just the smaller communities. And I am also on the board of the Douglas County Housing Partnership, and this is where several different jurisdictions within Douglas County get together and kind of pool our money to well, amongst some things that we do, we pool our money to make it go longer, make it go further, because what we might be able to do in Parker just by ourselves isn't nearly as much as what we could do if we all get together, and then we have a lot more money together. And we have also been nominated for an Eagle Award. Maybe it's a little bit different, but this is one of the most prestigious awards that a housing partnership can be nominated for, or can win. And this is for a community. It's called Unity on Park, and it's for the IDD community. It's in Castle Rock, and it's to provide housing for the IDD community, because a lot of times they're still living at home with their parents, and so this just is we're able to provide them some independence. So anyway, we're up for an award for that. Don't know if we're going to win, but just I've never really shared this with the rest of council, but just so you know some of the things that we have done as the housing partnership, we have completed, and they're currently leased, 242 units to help with affordable. And under construction, we have 385 units that are currently under construction. Some pre-development is 151 units, and some that are in discussions, 942 units. So altogether, that is 1,720 affordable housing units. So that's what your tax dollars is helping contribute to our county. Thanks.
Thank you, Ann. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's been stated a couple times up here, we all have the opportunity to sit on multiple commissions and boards. A couple of mine, last Wednesday I attended the Partnership of Douglas County Governments, and that is a meeting every other month where all of your Douglas County governments, from the towns, the county, the fire districts, the school, the library district, we all get together in one big room and we talk. And what we usually say is like, hey, this worked really well for us, you should try it. Or, hey, this didn't work at all, do not go near it. And what we end up doing is probably saving a lot of money for Douglas County as a whole through the different communities. There's no sense in more than one community trying and failing at something and not sharing that wealth of knowledge. So we do that every other month. And then this Wednesday, a couple days from now, is the Metro Mayor's Caucus. We meet monthly, and it is the 38 mayors in the Denver metro area. We talk and do almost the exact same thing. Talk about what's going on in our communities, what challenges we're facing, what we can do better together. And lately, it's been a lot of our voices at the municipal level to the Capitol, and how we need to be louder so they can hear what we have to say down at our measly little level. So another good meeting looking forward to on Wednesday. And then Troop 88, one of the oldest in Parker, out of what was Pepsi, I believe, right? The property there. And I don't know if you know, my brother Zach Sanders was an Eagle Scout out of 88 back in the day. So good to see you, Ross. Thank you very much. With that, we'll move on to consent agenda. Consent agenda items are considered to be routine and will be enacted one motion and a vote. There will be no separate discussion for consent agenda items unless council votes to remove an item for individual discussion. Ordinances on consent agenda are for introduction only and will not be removed for discussion. Council, in front of you are consent agenda items A through G. I would entertain a motion.
I move to approve consent agenda items A through G on first reading.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I have a motion from Wilkes and a second from Barrington. Barrington?
Yes.
Wilkes?
Aye.
Dyak?
Yes.
Hefta?
Yes.
All right. And council, with that concludes our business for this evening. With nothing else in front of this council, we are adjourned at 7:18.